Possible complications with HOAs? Hey everyone, Beth Sager, Real Talk, and we're talking today about HOAs and condos. There's a lot to do when you're selling a condo. The bank wants a lot, the lawyers want a lot. They want the whole package of condo docs, which includes sort of trust and rules and regs and budgets and all of that. And obviously there's this new thing now called a 60. It's not that new, but basically it says, yes, the seller has paid their condo dues up to date. But lots of things can come up. The condo association, whether it is self-managed, meaning just people who live there manage it, or they have a professional manager, usually has to fill out a questionnaire. And the questionnaire asks like tons of stupid questions. They're not all stupid, but some of them are. But we're talking about lawsuits and liabilities and all of that. Is there anyone suing? And it can get complicated. So, and if the condo association is doing work, it can get complicated. And if the budget isn't labeled properly, like that can be another issue. I just myself bought a condo in Vermont and my lender was like, it's very complicated. Now, to me, it didn't seem complicated at all. They were doing a big work project, and they called it structure, but it was actually the road, like, that was the structure, and the retaining wall of the road. It had nothing to do with the units, but because it said structure, the bank was like all over that and wanted to know like I'm like, it is the road. It's not the units. And so there's a lot of little issues that become very complicated, and banks have become very wary since 2008 about condos and making sure like if there's, too many owners, if there's not enough owners, like if there's 6 units and one person owns 4 or 5, it's hard to get financing. They don't like that. So there are a lot of sort of complications that can arise in a condo, and we like to get ahead of it. So we try and get all of the documents ahead of time. Oh, like in the meeting minutes, they want to see the meeting minutes to see if there's any special assessments coming up and all of that. And sometimes they don't have anything, right? I mean, if you're selling a little 2-family condo, I mean, we had a condo we were selling where neither of the units had actually paid their condo dues in like a year. They just sort of hadn't gotten around to it. And really the only thing that they had paid was the master insurance. So it was like no big deal, but it was a big deal to the bank. Like they didn't want, we had to make sure that they all paid in and, that everything was up to snuff and that there was a budget. Sometimes we make up the budget, from the different fees. So there's a lot more than you think about buying and selling a condo as it relates to the HOA. But we have it covered. So happy Tuesday.